So when we look at life and we're trying to figure out what's real and what's an illusion, how do you know the difference? How do you know when you're facing a stress that you're not blowing it out of proportion and looking at it from the inside versus from the outside? How do you know you're not blowing something out of proportion? In other words, how do you know that the stress you're going through isn't made 10 times more difficult because of your perception of that stress versus the stress that you're actually going through? Is that a heavy question? Hi, I'm David Essel, and I wanted to talk about this today because illusion and reality are really important concepts to be able to sort of get your head around so that you can live a more joyful life while you're here. And the sad thing is we're only here for 80, 90, 100 years if we're lucky. We're not here that long. And right now where you're sitting, if you perceive that your life is over and there isn't much time left for you to make a mark in your lifetime, that's your reality, even though it's an illusion. Isn't that interesting? I want to give you some examples of reality and illusion. A number of years ago, I was married to someone in WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, or back then it was World Wrestling Federation, WWF, if you remember it. And so I had a chance to travel with her from multiple cities around the United States. And I really didn't know a lot about WWE back then until I met her, other than watching every once in a while on TV. And I had certain perceptions about that entertainment industry that were blown away, ladies and gentlemen, when I went on the road. I don't know how many cities I went to, it was quite a few. Met a lot of the wrestlers and saw firsthand that what we take as illusion, what I had believed prior to going on the road and going to these arenas packed with 30,000 screaming people, what I had believed to be true was an illusion. And what I believed is that most of this was set up, most of this was fake, most of the injuries and everything really weren't reality in my mind, that it was all staged and all fake. And then the truth came in. And then I saw these men and women with outrageous injuries night after night after night. Many of them performing on repetitive, successive evenings with serious, really serious injuries, things that they were really hurting. It wasn't like this whole fake that I thought it was. A lot of the individuals that I met when I had spoken to them during these times, over the years, they had talked about numerous surgeries. Heavy-duty surgeries. And for anyone that follows that form of entertainment, you've heard some of your stars that have gone through a lot of surgeries, real-life stuff, And so right away we say the illusion of the world of wrestling is that it's safe and it's all planned and it's all fake and no one ever gets hurt. The reality is quite the opposite. Isn't that true? Now, how about your life? Did you realize that there are people right now that are struggling with different types of depression, mental illnesses, physical limitations, physical challenges, and are doing more than you and I might be doing right now? They're like they look at life as being something to attack and to be involved in, something not to sit back and to become a victim of. In other words, they look at life through reality lenses versus illusions. But a lot of us look at life as an illusion. We really do. Our problems are bigger than they need to be. That's the illusion, that the problems are bigger. Sometimes there isn't even a problem there and we create one. There's the illusion. Isn't that fascinating? There are people that have performed incredible physical, mental, emotional feats in life who are extremely, excessively handicapped. And yet, most of us, a high percentage of us, don't even tap into anywhere near our potential. Let me share another illusion. I come up into a red light, and in the right-hand lane is a cement truck with its barrel going around. In the left-hand lane are 4 cars. So my reality is, let me be the 5th one in the left-hand lane, right? Because the odds are, and the illusion is that it becomes an illusion that the cement truck is going to be really slow. Well, I'm doing this kind of work. I do this work all the time while I'm out speaking or working with clients or driving. I always look for reality illusion. So I created my reality that the cement truck would be extremely slow. And you probably guess what's going to happen next. Is that I'm in a line of 5 other cars, and somewhere in those 5 cars are people that choose to go slower than a cement truck. The cement truck takes off, and I sat there inching along behind these cars. So the reality is that the cement truck could easily have gone as fast as these 5 cars, right? My illusion was, and my guess was wrong, Now, if you could do an odds percentage here, you might go, well, 9 out of 10 times, David, you could have been right. I don't care about that. What I care about is the one time that I say this is the reality. The reality is that these 5 cars are going to go faster than that truck and I get stuck, right? So what we're talking about today is getting blinders on. In other words, we minimize our expectations of how great we can become and we maximize our problems and our issues. So I want you to walk away today thinking about this very thing. Am I minimalizing my ability to make a difference in this world, to be more joyful, to be more productive, to leave a mark, to make a difference in the lives of people every day? Am I minimalizing my ability to do that? And am I exploding the illusion that I don't have what it takes, that I can't do what I want to do, that there's never enough time and money and all those excuses that we get behind? Let's do a real serious evaluation of that today. And one of the best ways you can do it is by getting someone else involved, asking them, do I complain a lot about my age or lack of money or my body or how God is not treating me fair? Do I get others involved, get a true perception of your life, and then choose to live in the opposite direction. Get behind the cement truck and watch your life go. Watch those guys that are wrestling on TV and realize that a lot of them have gone through absolute physical pain to be there for our enjoyment. Get behind the reality of life versus our self-created illusions. I'm David Essel. If you'd like, please share this message because a lot of us get stuck behind illusions and we don't live the life we're supposed to live. So share this video with as many people as you can. Join our Super Slowdown account right here on YouTube, and every time we post one, it'll be sent right to that account, so you'll get it firsthand. And then go and check on the account on a regular basis. We put them up all the time. And if I can help you in any way whatsoever to achieve the maximum potential that you're here to, one-on-one, through the work that I do, contact me via my website, talkdavid.com. You can see all the work that I do, and go ahead and do that. Contact me, and I'll work with you and help you to break through the illusions of life and get into the reality that's all about abundance. Have an awesome day.